Everyone, it's Friday Morning Movie Reviews. I'm Nathan CK.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. And we're reviewing the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I am Groot.
I am Groot, right?
All right. We're late. You just saw it for the first time.
Yep.
It's my third time watching it. I think it's a big step down from the first one.
Yeah.
I rewatched the first one just a couple days ago. Much better movie. I like this movie. I think it's one of Marvel's weakest, though. I put this movie just above Thor 2. And I like the movie. But that's, to me, where it falls.
And Thor 2 is the lowest.
Thor 2 is not the lowest. You have Iron Man 2. You have The Incredible Hulk.
Well,
But
at least, yeah.
But I still like this movie.
I wouldn't really say it's that terrible.
I don't think it's terrible.
I don't think it's that bad. The beginning, I mean, there's definitely stuff that's not needed, and you see it really prominently in the first, like,
What wasn't needed?
10-15 minutes.
What was needed?
I mean, there's just so much stuff happening. There's so much explosions, and
Taserface wasn't needed.
and you don't need that action, really. I mean, the first one didn't really do that. It looks like they were trying too hard to be so, like, oh, we need to do better this time.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people do for sequels, thinking that they have to do better than the first. You don't have to do better than the first one. The first one's great, and keep doing what you're doing. What?
Confusing.
How? How's
You
that
confused
confusing?
me. You said the first one's great.
The first one's great.
Don't try to be better, but keep doing what you're doing.
Right. Just keep that.
Keep that story going?
Keep that story going.
They did keep the story going.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
This is a direct sequel.
Just keep that intent with this one, not trying to, like, oh, we need to add more explosions because just whatever.
The third act is
we need to add
explosion
characters just because.
I thought this movie could have used two more things. More action.
More action.
Drax
I don't
the
think
Destroyer does not fight. We don't see him fight anybody one-on-one a single time. He has one fight scene in the movie.
That's in the beginning.
And you're not even
octopus
seeing
thing.
Yeah, you're not even seeing I mean, you have a guy with the physique of Dave Bautista. I've been a fan of Bautista for like 10 years now. And he doesn't fight. He's the comedy of the movie, and he's funny. Another thing this movie could have used more of is Baby Groot. I thought there was not nearly enough Baby Groot as I thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
And also, what's the plot of this movie?
Save the galaxy again.
Yeah, but that doesn't even come in until the third act of the movie.
Right.
And, I mean, the movie's really, it's just about family. It's about fathers and sons.
Yeah, right.
Sisters, brotherly rivalry, kind of. That weird, crazy uncle that Drax is. Well, what did you like about the movie, then?
I mean, the parts that I did like were that they're still carrying on as a team, and you see them going through these different adventures, seeing different planets and stuff. That's the stuff that I like seeing that stuff. To know that there's more of a world just beyond what they show.
There's a galaxy out there.
You know, possibly you don't really need that. You know, because you could just say, like, oh, well, we're going to.
Well,
this
but I'm
planet.
glad that we saw so much.
Yeah, I'm glad that we see new things, and that's what you kind of want to see in newer movies. You want to see
these
possibly
new
characters and what they can do, because Marvel movie, you want to know what these characters bring and their ties to the Guardians themselves. And, like,
well, I'll tell you what characters we didn't need.
But there are, right, I mean,
the gold people. I thought they were lame. I thought that main chick, Aisha chick,
right,
I thought she was making these goofy faces in the beginning of the movie. I'm like, oh man, she's terrible.
But when you find out they're just people behind, like, this game thing. You know?
Yeah, they had this
and
like Nintendo
that really
thing.
Takes away from, maybe it just shows that they're douchebags or something. But, like,
yeah, they did kind of do that, but I thought they were lame. I thought the movie really didn't need them.
Yeah.
Nebula. I'm not a big fan of Nebula.
Neither am I.
I like Karen Gillan as an actress, but she's making some dumb faces too in this movie.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you, I really liked Kurt Russell.
Yeah, he was.
I
good.
thought I really liked his character. I like where his character went from. He's one of my favorite types of characters that we've seen in the Marvel Universe now. I'm kind of dancing around a lot here. But yeah, like the Guardians, they made Groot a jerk. You don't want to see your friends fight, and that's what happens a lot in this movie. And you don't want to see them split up.
Well, I think you see Rocket be more of that character.
Rocket, did I say Groot? Oh yeah, I meant to say Rocket.
Oh, okay, then yeah, there we go.
Groot's adorable.
Yeah, Groot, he's cute.
Yeah. But, and the movie was funny. It just felt like honestly, I need more of a story. I need more action here because
it is trying to like.
If they felt like a lot of chuffa
choppy
in there, a lot of fat that you could cut out. There's a lot of stuff with Yondu and Rocket and the scenario they're in for
I think
big
you
part
could
of the movie.
build that.
Well, I thought just we couldn't think of something better than to do that. Sean Gunn was really funny in the movie.
He was, yeah.
He was funny. Yeah. His brother gave him a bigger part. I mean, there's certainly stuff I liked about it, but it's a step down. The music I thought was not nearly as memorable or as good as Volume 1.
Right.
Yeah, what do you think of the music?
I mean, like, you find a few catchy songs, but to be honest, there's only like
few and far between.
2 or 3
that you like recognized.
Not really, that are actually
good
playing. You know,
there's a lot of songs.
Well, from the soundtrack,
yeah.
Away from that, I mean, there's really like 2, 3, or not. I don't even think there's more than 5.
There's a lot. But we just don't remember them because they weren't.
Possibly, but I mean, they played the same song like 2, 3 times.
They did play the same song.
But I mean, in the first, what I'm trying to get at in the first one, I mean, there's like almost 10, 15 songs that are, you know,
it
that
felt
you're
like more.
really like, okay, like it's really good, it's groovy, it's cool.
It's groovy.
I mean, it is 80s.
It did feel like a music video sometimes, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like a really cool music video where, like, oh man, James Gunn took all this money and he made this like space rock video kind of thing.
It did feel like a little bit of Star Trek 3, didn't it? Yeah.
So, Beyond.
You know, with them like.
I thought you meant the original, the Search for Spock.
No, that where like that big space explosion. Like,
oh yeah, when Kirk uses the music to yeah.
You know, a little bit like that, but.
I am Groot. So, Michael Rooker might be the best part of this movie if it weren't for Kurt Russell. For me personally, he has a line towards the end of the movie that I really liked. I thought it was very emotional, and the movie is emotional, but I feel like
all this stuff really takes away though.
And it took away from the story.
Yeah,
but I still like the movie. Worst end credits of any Marvel movie. There
was like 5.
There were 5. Yeah,
I feel like. You know, they could have put a lot of effort into like 1 or maybe 2 good ones.
Yeah, give me 2 good ones. Don't give me 5.
Like 10-second ones.
And what I'm about to say is blasphemous. It is. I don't need to see Stan Lee in any more of these movies.
True.
I don't need it. I mean, it's just... Especially in this movie, I'm like, how the hell did he get there? What is he doing there? And you can't say that character's an alien because he talks about being a FedEx man. It just, come on. I heard somewhere that someone said a really cool idea for these movies would be like if you put all the cameos together and it makes like a story kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, he's looking for his dog or something. I don't know. But just terrible.
No, I mean, yeah, I feel that. And, like, where you see him, it's like, wait.
Yeah, like, what are you doing there? In space.
Yeah, I could have seen him on Earth when that thing's happening and, like, almost gets him. And then you're like, oh.
Young Kurt Russell was kind of weird to look at, wasn't he?
He was, with all that hair. Oh, my God.
With all the hair and his CGI face. He looked
better
than Tarkin.
when they were at his world, and you see all those like little sculpture things
Yeah.
happening, I felt like that was
It was kind of weird.
it was weird, really, how he's like trying to tell this story through these
Yeah.
little weird sculptures.
It
and a
reminded me
little
of
egg.
Man of Steel when they have the silver things.
Yeah.
And this movie has really good special effects, but then other times, like, ugh.
And they basically are like Superman and
Yeah,
Zod at the
there's
end
a
when they're
Superman-
fighting.
Yeah.
It's like, how are they like?
How is Peter and the villain doing this?
And they turn
Chris-
into Pac-Man and stuff.
Yeah, that was dumb. Spoilers. Chris, you've seen the movie already. Chris Pratt's good. Not enough Zoe Saldana, I think.
Yeah, no.
She's the queen of sci-fi.
yeah.
Avatar,
Yeah.
Star Trek, this. Batista was good. I wanted to see him fight.
I want to see more.
Vin Diesel, that can't be Vin Diesel.
Really.
They have to lower his voice, raise his voice so much.
Raise it, right.
To the point where why even use Vin
I am
Diesel?
Groot.
Use a child. Use the kid from Room. I'm Groot. I'm gonna give this movie 3.5 Groots out of 5 Groots. And maybe I was a little harsh on it earlier. I like it, but yeah, there's some problems that.
Yeah, I think you just you're a little upset. With what you get out of it, you know, you want it to be good, and you want.
And I do think it's good,
Yeah,
but I
it
just
is
think
good.
that there's so many times
There's
that
stuff that you don't need, and then
Yeah,
you'll understand that if you.
there's so many jokes that keep going on that you're like, okay, that wasn't that funny, and we're still going with this. Okay,
Oh yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's-
Nebula and stuff, and then.
Oh yeah, even the Nebula stuff. I really didn't like the Nebula stuff.
Yeah.
There's one point where she's chasing a character down in a ship, and then where it ends, it's like, well, what? Why the hell did we even go through that right now?
Right.
That's yeah. So 3.5 Groots.
3.6 Groots. Had to top you.
You will. Okay.
Make you look like a douchebag.
How do I look foolish?
But yeah, it's a good movie. You just yeah. I guess you feel kind of, you know.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I've listened to Volume 2 a couple times now. I do like. There's like 3 songs I like on it, compared to Volume 1.
And those are basically the songs you get.
Yeah, like,
you know.
Volume 1 I have on my phone, and I listen to it whenever it pops up on my playlist, and they're all good. It's just Volume 2 itself. It's like 3 songs. I'm like, okay, that's a good song.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of these songs, like a year from now, they're gonna play, and then I'm be like, oh yeah, that was from that scene.
Oh right.
Where Ooga Chaka, you think about you're immediately Guardians.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys, that's our review.
Yep. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm
We
Groot.
are
We are
Groot.
Groot.
See, I try to be we instead. You just went for yourself.
Wow.
All right.